Welcome to Inside Out, where we're helping you to transform soul, body, and image. And coming up next, we're going to be talking about relationships. We've got a special show, and you are not going to want to miss this because we are going to be talking about our individual relationship status. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Inside Out, where we are helping you transform soul, body, and image. I am Allison H. Larson. I'm helping you transform soul. We've got the beautiful Lorena Joy Stewart, who's helping you to transform your body image. And of course, we've got the lovely Eugenia Battaglia, and she is our stylist. She is helping us to find that confidence on the outside. So I want to start today by talking about our relationship status. Now, I've been married 17 years. I got married at 19. I have 4 kids. I would like to say I've been happily married for 17 years. However, I think anybody that says they've been happily married that entire time, I think you got to call their bluff, right? There's good times and there's bad times, but we're still going strong. So what about you, Lorena? What's your relationship status?
I'm
married.
Not married, and I don't have 4 kids. I have 0 children. I'm not married. I'm single and dating. You know, I'm enjoying my youth, and I don't see the rush to get married. So focusing on my career.
You're the baby among the 3 of us.
Yes, focusing on my career.
And so you've got single status. I've got married status. Eugenia, what's your status?
I am single.
Single.
Woo! I've been married, was married prior twice, have 3 children, and I am currently single.
So you're doing the single mom thing.
I am.
I'm doing the married mom thing. Lorena's doing just the single thing, right? So let's talk about how this affects us in our business, in our life. So how is it, Eugenia? I mean, being a single mom, I think you've probably got the toughest role out of all of us.
It's very tough. It is really tough. I never thought it would be this hard. I'm mom and dad constantly.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
You know, I just take it day by day. It's trying. It doesn't give me time for much of a relationship or to date, but it's fine. My family is my number one, and so that's what I have to focus on. I have teenagers. I've got 3 teens. Woo! And,
you do have a lot on your hands.
So let me ask you this: if you could go back and do something differently, or if there's anything you do differently moving forward, what would it be? What advice would you give people out there?
Well, like yourself, I got married really young. I got married at 19, and I had no idea what I was doing. And do you know why? Because I never married myself first and foremost.
Oh,
I love that.
So what does that mean to marry yourself?
That means I need to know me and be happy with me and be okay with me and love me. And then after that, then I can love and be happy and accept my partner.
That is
so powerful.
Amazing.
Married super young.
Powerful.
I had no idea what I was doing. And it was actually the first relationship, really, that I had.
So what you are saying is learn to love yourself, and then you'll be able to help.
Get to know who you are. Be okay being in your own skin. 19, I mean, really, we're babies at 19.
Even now, I still feel like I'm 28. 28, I forget how old I am. and
that's not supposed to happen until you're much older.
And I'm like, I'm 25. No, I'm 28 right now. I don't. But I'm still getting to know myself, and who I was just 2 years ago, from 26 to 28, is a total different person. My personality, my patience, what I like, the guys I'm attracted to, let alone, you know, so I'm in your boat.
Well, I totally agree. It's amazing to hear from both of you. I think that the takeaway for all of us is learn to love yourself first, and that's going to help any relationship you have. And coming up next, we have a couple that has done just that. They're learning how to love themselves. They taught other people how to love themselves so that they can better their relationships. You don't want to miss this. We'll see you in a minute. So anyway, that was really amazing. I like to be feisty, and I'm really supposed to talk.
contestants reach the final round, where he's faced with 3 difficult choices. Behind curtain number 1, more alcohol than your body could ever survive. Behind curtain number 2, dangerous, mind-altering drugs. And behind curtain number 3, we have your family, your friends, and your self-respect. All right, Luke, what's it gonna be? Come on, Luke. 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 You want another beer?
If you're just joining us, we've got a special episode today on relationships, and we have some guests with us here today, a powerhouse couple. They have this amazing CD out called From Ruin to Rockin'. Did I say that right, Jenny?
Ruin to Rockin'.
Rockin', okay, got it. And you've got on here some tips for how people can really rock their relationship.
Absolutely. It started because we found the 5 ways to absolutely ruin our marriage. I mean, we were like, we were separated, we were getting divorced, we were done, and through miracles of miracle events, we came back together and thought, okay, what are the 5 things that ruined us, and how can we turn those around and create a relationship that rocks?
That's so powerful. So tell me, you were ruined. You said you were separated. You were contemplating divorce. I mean, you guys were done, right?
Yeah, we had divorce lawyers. We were going to a counselor because we were parents and we wanted to be good co-parents. But no, I was done.
Yeah. So tell me about this journey. How long did it take you to go from this place where you really felt like you were ruined to this place where now you're rocking it? You're this powerhouse couple. How long did that take?
You know, we've been married for almost 15 years.
Right.
And it's been like this, a lot of highs, a lot of lows.
Like every relationship.
Yeah, like every relationship. And he was in the car business, which is really hard. I kind of felt like I was a single mom with benefits, is kind of how I teased.
Okay.
And it just, I don't know, we just found, it just kind of, it took us a while to digest and go, well, what was it really that caused us to get to this point where we were done? What was it? And we really had to kind of look within ourselves, because I wanted to go, well, if you would fix you.
Oh, it's so easy to point fingers, isn't it?
Right. I'm totally fine. It's all you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know, you've heard that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. You've heard that saying, if you're looking at the end of the finger, you know, you need to point it back at yourself and see what you're doing wrong. So that's really what you did, and you made some changes. I know, Mike, you actually left your job to come and work together. So tell us what it is that you're doing now.
A lot of things. We're working on Jenny's business and supporting her, trying to build her coaching business, and then we put on conferences together as a couple and do some different relationship coaching programs and stuff like that.
So when you talk about coaching, you have a whistle out, you're running people through an obstacle course.
Sometimes.
What kind of coaching is this?
Empowerment.
Empowerment.
Yeah, I'm the body image builder, so I help women learn to love who they are from the inside out.
So you're helping the women learn to love who they are from the inside out, and then you guys do couples things together as well. So you're teaching people really how to rock their relationship. So what I want is, I want the people that are listening at home, I want them to hear, what are some tips that you would give if there's somebody who's struggling in their relationship, maybe they're invested, they've got kids, and they're really wanting to make things work, they feel like there's a chance for them. What advice would you give them?
Probably just look in the mirror mostly and just be the person that you want to be with. I think is the
Wait, hold on
best.
just a second. I love that. Be the person that you want to be with. So so if I'm wanting to be with somebody who's caring and understanding, then I need to be caring and understanding. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Say that one more time.
Exactly.
No?
Be the person you want to be with.
Okay,
Sorry.
be the person you want to be with. Hopefully, you know, I'm going to write that down afterwards. Hopefully, if you're listening, you wrote that down. That's an amazing piece of information. So be the person you want to be with. And what would your advice be?
You know, partnerships aren't 50-50. You have to be 100% all in. Because if you're not, then what's the point? So 100% all in, don't expect the other person to pick up the slack. You do what you need to do to make your life happy.
So what is that 100% all in? What does that mean to you?
It's different every day, right? There's a sliding scale because we're human and we make mistakes. So my 100% today could be what, like, 20% was yesterday.
Oh, I love that. So if there's a day that I'm feeling really tired, I'm exhausted, my 100% may not look the same as a day where I wake up and I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
But I love how you said that, because that seems very forgiving. And I think, you know, a lot of times, at least in my own marriage and in my own relationship, I think I get a little too demanding with myself. And I think, you know, I have to do this and I have to do that. And if I'm not doing that every single day, that somehow I'm a failure. So I love how you said give your 100% for that day.
Yep.
Amazing advice. I love both your tips. So what are some conferences that you have coming up?
June 25th at the Davis Conference Center in Utah is our next one, in Layton, Utah.
Okay.
And then we have a couple other things. The easiest place to keep up with it is powerhouseloveevents.com.
Okay.
We'll be in Sandy September 17th. We'll hold another one out there, and then working on a couple dates in the surrounding states.
Good. So right now you're doing some events in Utah. Tell me about your next event coming up. What is the focus of that event?
Just being awesome, mostly. There's a lot of personal development, just living and healing your body naturally. So a lot of like energy healers will be out there, personal development coaches, people with nutrition programs. Kind of a little bit of everything.
So if you're wanting to learn how to heal your marriage, learn how to heal your life, people can get a hold of you through these conferences. And how do people learn how to mentor or coach with you personally?
They can email us at powerhouseloveevents@gmail.com.
Great. And I know that this couple looks amazing and awesome. What you don't know is they're actually our makeover guests as well. So coming up, Eugenia and Lorena are going to be meeting with them, and you're going to find out how they looked before and how they look now. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is absolutely amazing, and I love what you had to say. I think that advice was really good, concise and clear, and I think
Wow. College already?
Yeah. We gotta go.
Yeah.
For all those times you stood by me. For all the
And remember that.
Seatbelt. Drive safe. Call when I get there.
for all the joy you brought to
Hi.
my life.
I love you.
For every dream you made come true. For all the love I found in you.
I love you too, Daddy.
You're the one who saw me through.
And thanks for everything.
My strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak.
Gratitude. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Hi, welcome back to Inside Out, where we talk about body, image, and soul. And here today we have Mike and Jenny, and we will be talking about us shopping together. And welcome back.
Thank you.
And we went shopping, didn't we?
We did.
We took a little shopping trip, and we had a lot of fun.
We did.
So why don't we show our viewers really quick what your before picture looks like?
Okay.
And then this is how amazing you look. How do you feel?
I
mean, I think you
fabulous.
look amazing. Your hair is fantastic. You look like, you know, Pink, right? The rocker, the
Right?
singer.
Yeah.
So, Jenny, tell me a little bit about you and how you dress every day and why and what you're used to wearing.
Well, I'm a yoga instructor, so I live in stretchy pants. Yoga pants, they're really cute.
So you mean you live in them, that's what you wear
Yes.
every single day? Just stretchy pants?
Yep, unless
Okay.
I have to wear something else, like when I'm presenting. But then it's like, oh, I don't know, does it feel right? Does it fit right? I don't know the rules. Like, what's supposed to, so I'm just like, can I just throw a flowy top over it and a jacket and call it good?
That's right. So we talked about this. One of the first things we talk about is that you said you're used to wearing flowy tops. Now, you have a fantastic body, right? And we don't want to, I said, I don't want to transform, I don't want to, transform you in a way that it's not you. I still want it to be you, but you want to be comfortable and still have this. So really, you are actually wearing flowy pants today. They're just dressy and fun. Love the color, right? But it still shows it contours your body. I mean, you look amazing. Thank you. And so you have a little top here that hits you right where it needs to hit you, and a jacket which will be one of your best friends on stage, especially when you speak, because you both speak quite a bit, right, Mike?
We do.
Yeah, because you have conferences and so forth. So, and then Mike, to you also, you what did you tell me? You said, I hate shopping and you're going to have a heyday with me, right?
Right, yeah.
So did I make
customer ever.
My worst customer. So anyway, so a couple tips that I want to give to you guys, because one of the first things you said to me was, I cannot ever find pants that fit me because they fit me in my thighs and then they're too big on my waist. And typically that is what happens, right? So one of the first things you have to remember, and also to our viewers, is the clothing has to work for you, not you for the clothing, right? So go up a size. I recommend it to both of you. Go up a size or two, whatever you need to do, and then get it tailored. Right? So you said, I never find jeans that fit me. I'm like, that is impossible. There's no way. So we're going to have to find the jeans that you love. Okay? They're going to fit us here, because usually, typically, for both men and women, but especially women, we carry the most weight from here to here. Right? So let's accommodate these areas. And then most women, we need to get it taken in here a little bit on the waist. So now you know that is the #1 tip. Go up a size perhaps, and then get it tailored. Tailoring services will be your best friend, I promise you. And then with Mike, right, you wanted to wear clothing that was too big, pants were too long, and I said, okay, let's tuck those in a little bit. We even went with a smaller size of pants. We did. Right? And I made you tuck in your shirt, didn't I?
Yeah,
I said, you got to tuck in your shirt, because then it's going to look like you're wearing a tent, the both of you. Right? So it was so fun. It was so fun to shop with you. You look amazing. I hope you feel amazing too.
Thank you, I do.
And I hope you keep these tips in mind.
Yes,
yeah, for future. Yeah. And just because you're not wearing stretchy pants doesn't mean you're not going to be comfortable. You learned that.
Yes. I can still do handstands in these.
You can still, yes, yes, especially in heels.
Yeah.
Those are killer shoes.
Yeah,
Can we point to the shoes really quick? I love those shoes. Those are so awesome. Yeah, you look amazing.
Thank you.
So coming up next, we are having Lorena and Jenny, the body image, and they will be talking about body image.
Yo, man, why you holding on me, dude? Because I can. Yo, look, check it out. We about to go get twisted. Y'all coming or what? Nah, man, I gotta hit the books, man. All right, well. All right. Make you happy.
All right, man.
See you guys.
Can I get a check?
Nah. We straight.
Thanks, man.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back to Inside Out. I'm Lorena Joy Stewart, your body expert, and I'm here with our fabulous guest, Miss Jenny Carlson, correct? And she is our body image builder, title deserved. Before we talk about power up your life, I want to know your story, because that's quite a hefty title to have, a body image builder.
Right? Well, I started when I was in high school, and I was the fat girl on the drill team.
No way.
At 140 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, that does a thing to a young girl's mind.
Absolutely.
And then I got pregnant and my body changed, and I just kind of thought, you know, if I learn everything, if I become certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, yoga, if I know exactly what to do, I'll have the perfect body and then I'll be happy.
Oh, wow.
And that wasn't true.
So when you got the happy body, when you got the perfect body, were you happy?
No, I never had a perfect body. There was
wow.
always something else that needed to be fixed or better.
Exactly.
And so I started going, okay, maybe it's a little more than just physical, and
Absolutely.
it's mental, emotional. And so I start to work with people from the inside out now.
I love that. That's what our show is
Right?
about. And that's been my personal goal, is to improve body, soul, and mind, which leads me to this, Power Up Your Life. It's the 5 simple steps to connect mind, body, and soul. How did you come up with these 3 things, and how did you find happiness? Because you're happy, you're beaming, you have energy, you have joy in your eyes. How did you come to this place to not only be at a place of happiness with mind, body, and soul, but what steps did you take? What inspired you? Because the secrets are in here, I have a feeling.
The secrets are in there, yes, but it's really not a secret. Really, the happiness comes from that connection of our body, mind, and spirit.
Absolutely.
I had postpartum depression, and I discovered that I was so depressed because my body was here in the present moment.
Yeah.
My mind was usually in the past.
Yeah.
And shoulda, woulda, coulda all over myself.
Absolutely.
And my spirit was going, hey, I'm here. I want to help you, but you gotta listen to me.
Yes.
And so that connection, when I came together, it was like this, oh my gosh, this is what life is? It's awesome. And so I just kind of wanted to share the kind of breakdown of how I found to connect the body, mind, spirit. And it's a really simple, once you learn the power system, you can do it in like 10 minutes or less.
So I'm even interested in popping this in. If someone out there's like, they're going through depression, they say, all right, I want the 5 simple steps, okay? It's not 20 steps, it's not 100 steps, 5 simple steps. Where can they find these 5 simple steps? Can they go online to
They
your website?
can, yeah, bodyimagebuilder.com.
Bodyimagebuilder.com, that is on the screen, you don't want to miss it. And I want to know what is, because I work with guests, we have very short amount of time, but I work with guests on transforming their body. I want to know what your biggest obstacle is on transforming someone from being very unhealthy and unfit to being healthy and fit, and not being perfect, but fit. And healthy, yeah.
So first I start with the way they think and feel about themselves, and I give them a chance to mourn where they are, because most people have this self-abuse, self-punishment, and think of diets and exercise as a form of this, whoosh, I'm not good enough, so I gotta fix myself. And I go, you know what, let's mourn where we are, because we are where we are, and it took us a long time to get there. It's gonna take us a while to get out of it, so we gotta mourn and accept that this is where we are now before we can move forward. Because a lot of people say, oh, you gotta love yourself, but if every day you look in the mirror and go, ugh,
and you're disgusted,
you can't just flip that switch.
No, you can't. As a matter of fact, it creates more angst in the soul. Thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing your secrets. Coming up next, we're gonna share more secrets about the body with Allison, Eugenia, and myself. You don't wanna miss it.
I remember the night that I would have graduated, a sinking feeling came over me that my life was going to be difficult. Your life becomes almost like a minefield, not being able to read or write in a literate world. Each day you walk out of your door, there's a challenge out there waiting for you. There's that possibility of being discovered as a non-reader. I knew that I had to change. And I remember calling down to the library and making an appointment. They did an assessment to find out where my reading and writing and spelling and grammar and all that was. And at the end, they said it's somewhere between the 3rd and 4th grade level. My first tutor was Lindy. She was the first one that ever said to me, I believe you can do it. And today, I'm sitting here with a bachelor's degree. It took you in my life. For that, I will always be indebted and grateful to you.
To get help with your reading or to volunteer, visit your local library or go to libraryliteracy.org or call 888-767-7323.
If you're just joining us, this is Inside Out, where we are helping you to transform from the inside out, soul, body, and image. I'm Allison Larson. We have Lorena Joy Stewart and the lovely Eugenia Battaglia. So we have been hearing from couples. We just talked to one lady who is actually the body image builder.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about body image for just a minute, and I thought maybe we could all give a piece of advice or a tip that we've used. And the one I want to start with is to really stop shoulding all over yourself.
Should. Don't confuse that with the other words, guys.
Right. So I know, we're keeping this PG here, but what does this mean? What does it mean to stop shoulding all over yourself? I learned this principle from a friend of mine, and really, what do we tell ourselves we should be? I should be skinny, I should be tall, I should have a certain length hair, a certain color eyes, or I should be tanner.
Yeah.
And what happens is when we start shoulding all over ourselves, we can't really enjoy what we have. And it prevents us from learning to love ourselves as we are. So one tip or piece of advice that I give to all my clients, just make a list of the shoulds. And then you know what you do with that list? All the things you feel like you should be? Yes!
Burn it.
Oh man, I have this pyro inside of me, and it feels amazing.
She's an undercover pyro, guys.
And you know what? I used to burn them out in the barbecue until my husband said, hey, it's really messing up the hamburgers when I put those on. So I no longer burn them at the barbecue, but you crumple it up, you burn it, you destroy it, you get rid of it. And you decide to love yourself and embrace the things that you already have, the gifts that you have, the beautiful body that you have. And as soon as you stop shitting all over yourself, you can really start to love yourself.
That's awesome.
So that's my piece of advice.
Don't mix up the O and the I's.
Yeah, I know.
Should.
Say that 5 times faster.
Shoulding, do not should on yourself.
You know, I love that, but you know, in my world, that's so difficult because you see billboards, right? Magazine covers, and these people are literally airbrushed to perfection.
Absolutely.
Which brings me to the point of perfection. I do not believe in perfection. Perfection does not exist. It's a myth. Right? What people really need to realize, and especially teens, because I see this as being a huge problem, I've got teenage daughters, is that they need to realize that those people are literally airbrushed to perfection, and then there's a lot that goes into it, right? There's lights and cameras and makeup artists and hairstylists and people doting all over you constantly, right?
Absolutely.
That it just doesn't exist. It's not reality.
It's not.
So
It's really not.
Even
so I love what you said, but okay, I'll throw this list away. But then what, Allison? But what if I'm still feeling that in my heart, though? You know, like I've got veins in my legs.
What you do is
I'm comparing.
What you do is I'll give you my tip,
Okay,
and you guys have
Tell
probably heard me. I've done this with clients on our show and some of my clients for the body expert portion, but it's you write down the things you love about yourself. And just like we had little Abigail, she came up here 17 years old, and she started with, it took her about an hour, started with one thing, her eyelashes. Another 15 minutes, my freckles. Another 15 minutes, and it's snowball effect.
And it just keeps coming.
Next thing, she loved that she has a faith and she has a relationship with God and she's bold about it. Next thing, she loved that she has morals. So it turned from eyelashes to something much deeper. So when you start writing your list and the snowball effect will come, I think it'll roll out the shoulds. And then you start to fall in love with yourself and you look at people that are perfect, you laugh.
I love that.
You laugh.
Because then you can compare both lists and go, okay, I'm really pretty amazing.
I'm pretty amazing. And it builds that inner confidence that you know you're real and you know, I'm real and this is who I am and I'm proud of who I am.
You know, well, the one thing that it's done for me too is I'm able to let go of the shoulds, let go of the expectations, really see through the perfectionist attitude. And
guilty.
I am, absolutely. I'm a total perfectionist.
I think we all are up here.
Yeah.
We'd be lying if we
Once
said
you
we
can
weren't.
let go of that to some extent, what happens is I start to notice what I love about other people too.
Yeah.
Not only myself. And it was interesting, I recently got back from India and I was able to attend a women's economic forum where I was with women from all over the world. It was so empowering, and to look at these different women, there were some that were short, some that were tall, some that were fat, some that were skinny, some that had freckles, some that had tan skin, and I looked in every single one of those women's eyes and I saw their beauty, and they were absolutely beautiful.
That's so powerful. But more importantly, it's that we are able to help them see their beauty. Because you can look at someone and see their beauty, but that person, if they don't see their beauty, then they're carrying just, you know, a lot of people live in utter self-hate. I mean, the world we live in, I live in LA where everyone is perfect.
Exactly, right? That's a tough world, yeah.
So what the beautiful thing is, I think that I love about what we're doing is helping people to love who they are, to see the beauty that you see. And I see you do that with a lot of people.
And this can also play into relationships, because right, when you are in a relationship and you are constantly degrading yourself in front of your partner, I mean, that can be tough, because then your partner feels like he has to say, oh, no, you are beautiful, you are perfect, right? I mean, how...
Well, you can't accept compliments either. And we were just talking about this. Someone gave you a compliment, Lorena, and you're like, oh, no. But in relationships, do we accept the compliments that someone gives us?
And also, sometimes, I also think that we're looking for that perfect person, which also doesn't exist. How about if we start thinking, someone that compliments me? Not that likes green like me, likes cornflakes like me, but anyway.
Coming up next, we have two special guests. They're going to empower you, change your life. In the 5 minutes I've met them, they've changed mine. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
Dude, you thinking what I'm thinking? Yo, I'm gonna cut the gap. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. I'm going in. Integrity. Pass it on. Save the date. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to Inside Out, where we are helping you transform soul, body, and image. We have some very special guests with us today, Kevin and Charlotte Barble, and these two have played such an important part in my journey in getting to where I am today. And I can honestly say from my heart that I don't think I would be where I am today without you guys. I'm gonna get a little emotional, but I'm so thankful for you and for what you have done. So I wanted to introduce you to all of our viewers and to everybody and let them know a little bit about who you are. Now, I just gave you this big warm welcome, told everybody how amazing you are, but it didn't start out so amazing. Like every couple, you had your first fight a while ago. So you were telling me about this. So I want to hear the juicy details, you guys. Tell us a little bit about this and help us know how you went from there to where you are today.
Yeah, definitely. So Kevin and I have been married for 12 years, and it didn't start out all rosy and peachy like, you know, so many relationships do. But we'd been married about 6 months. And we had this really horrible fight. Like, it was a doozer. And we were so mad at each other. And we just had this moment, like, we were so mad at each other. We said some things that we probably regretted. And we went off to work. And I remember coming home from work. And I was driving in my car. And I was almost to our apartment, a couple blocks away. And I had this moment where I was at this fork in the road. And it was, do I go home to my husband, or do I go to my parents' house and kind of I wanted to avoid this heartache that I had felt. And at this moment, this phrase came into my mind, this quote that I had just read like a couple of days ago. That probably wasn't an accident. And I can't remember the exact wording, but it was something like, be careful and be picky about who you choose to marry, but then once you get married, kind of leave those particulars behind, you know?
Got it.
And I thought, you know, this is a moment when I get to choose. Am I going to choose to love him, or am I going to choose to walk away and to avoid?
I love that. So you're saying you made your choice when you decided to marry him. And then you're going to choose to overcome those little obstacles.
Yes, and it's like all of a sudden, for the first time in my life, I was like, love just doesn't happen. You have to choose into it. So in that moment, I was like, I am gonna choose to love him no matter what. I may not always like him, right? But I can still love him, no matter all the junk and the stuff that comes up. So that was really a powerful moment in my life. I mean, 6 months into marriage, I got to make that decision.
And I think really that's so wonderful. I remember when I got married, my mom pulled me aside and she said, Allison, I'm going to give you a really important piece of information. I want you to know that if you and Riley ever get in a fight, and I'm expecting her to say, I'm always here for you, you can come to me. She says that, I don't want to hear about it. You guys work it out. I said, really? Okay. That's a great advice. Yeah, so that reminded me of that piece of information. So obviously you guys started out like most typical married couples. You had your first fight. Right. Now you're both successful in helping people transform their lives. So tell me a little bit about what you do and how you support each other in your business, especially Charlotte. How does Kevin support you? What do you do?
So my business is Wellness Inspired. I help people to heal the body and purify the soul. My 3 points is I help people to clear out the negative influences so that they connect to that divine truth, what's in themselves, so that they can really discover their destiny and then create. They get to create an inspired life that they really love. So that's my specialty, is helping people to be able to do that in lots of different ways. You know, how does Kevin support me? Answer that question. How do you support me?
For that is just letting her be her. Because I think they're there for a long time, many years. We both wanted to be together and do everything together, right? But then once we had a chance to step back and look, you know, you can be successful with what you do and I'll be successful with what I do.
I love how you said that, because I don't think it is for every married couple. The couple that we had earlier on our show, it works for them to work together. But you know, in my relationship, I found too that there are some things that my husband and I, we have gifts or strengths in different areas of our lives. And so we can just help support and build each other in those individual areas. So I love how you said that. And I also really appreciate that you help people clear out and connect with that divine within, because that's such an important thing to do. And I'm sure part of that is keeping your own connection and relationship clear now too.
Absolutely. And we had this moment a couple of years ago actually where it was like we were drowning. You know when you're in water and someone's drowning and they're like pulling the other person down? That's what I felt like we were doing. And I saw ourselves kind of separating a little bit. Not a physical separation, but like an emotional and energetic separation. And we needed to get that firm foundation under our own feet before we could come back together. And I've seen that happen where we have kind of separated. We've worked on ourselves a lot of personal development to gain that firm foundation, and then we've come back together as a powerhouse couple, more strong, more united, more rockin'. Our relationship is better than it's ever been, because I'll tell you guys, there was a moment in our marriage when we were like, I'm done. Like depression and just, it was really bad, it was dark.
Well, but I love how you've overcome that, and I love how you decided to build up yourselves personally so that you could move from having a codependent to an interdependent relationship.
Independently
and
united.
I'm so glad that you could join us. We're going to be talking more with both of you a little bit later on, and so I can't wait to hear more of your beautiful tips that you have, and I can't wait for our viewers to be inspired like you've inspired me. So don't go anywhere.
Some more.
What's he doing?
But he can't.
Look at him. It's just not done.
Please, sir, I want some more.
More? More?
More? Please, sir.
He has asked for more!
Thank you.
What?
Well, he did say please. Sir?
Yes, he did. And thank you.
Yeah, and thank you.
He's a wonderful boy. I do like the boy.
Please, and thank you. Pass it on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Inside Out. I'm your host, the body expert, Lorena Joy, and I'm here with my host,
Eugenia. She's in charge of the image. And we are here with our special guest, Mr. Kevin, with 3 key elements. Kevin, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, my pleasure.
And I'm super excited to hear about what you do. Allison has been raving about this 800 days of something. It's a secret, she won't tell me. So she threw me up here to find out what you did for 800 days.
And I'd love to share that. And before I go into detail, add some suspense, is we all as human beings, we have negative thoughts. We're all worried about what other people think about us. We have negative mind chatter. And so all this is going on in the back of our minds.
Yeah.
And often it beats us up because our thoughts leads to emotions, our emotions leads to actions, our actions leads to results. So you go through that cycle. So if you're thinking a bunch of negative stuff, well, you're gonna get a negative outcome.
Absolutely.
And so rewinding just over 800 days ago, I was talking to a couple of different people. I'm like, how can I manage this? How can I take care of what's in the mind?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's do a technique to get rid of more that negative energy, the frustration, the anger, the sadness.
Yeah.
So what I would do, and it's simple, it's so easy, is you grab a piece of paper, and I do it in the evening, and I write, I feel blank, insert negative emotion, because. And just write that simple phrase.
Okay.
Then from there, I write about a half page to a full page of the emotions that I feel.
So it's okay to write about your negative. You don't have to hide it or stuff it away.
Don't stuff it.
Okay, because there's probably a lot of people thinking I'm supposed to write something negative. Like,
yeah, write it out.
Bring it out.
You expose
Bring
it.
Out.
Bring it out.
Because if not, you're going to take it out on someone else. And I know it's kind of graphic, but the way I look at it is, you know, you would never puke on someone, right?
Yeah.
But verbally, if you say something negative, you're blowing chunks on someone.
Absolutely. But absolutely. Now that picture is going to stick with me every time I want to go off on. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
But also, I'm a firm believer that if you stuff your emotions, sometimes those can turn into diseases. Do you think about that? So
Absolutely.
Let's get it out. Let's get rid of it.
Yes.
Okay, what do you do? So after you write this negative emotion, you write a paragraph about why. What's the next step?
So I'm a pyro at heart. I love to take it and crumble it up and then
like
burn
Allison.
It. Yes. Yes. When she shared that she likes to play with fire, I'm like, me too. So I burn it if I can, if I'm in a place where I can actually go out and burn it, or I just shred it up.
Okay.
And it's simple. Just shred it, get rid of it. So you're showing the subconscious that you're in charge. You have control over what's going on, and that your body's not controlling you.
Wow.
And you get rid of it. And I've been doing it over 800 days now without missing a day.
How do you feel?
Amazing. Oh my gosh. You mean, ask my wife. She said about 200 days into it, she's like, there's something different about you. You're more at peace. In the past, I've come across, accepting.
Perhaps? Yeah.
I had more rage in the past, more frustration, bitterness.
So if you repeated those emotions, do you think? Because I mean, 800 days, you can only have so many emotions.
Yeah.
There's layers, because we've all been alive for so many days, like so many years, right? So there's emotions, there's things that's happened through your life that's gonna be brought up.
Do you, now in the midst of this process, do you find that there's things from your childhood or your past that surface, or is this just a present moment today, day by day type thing?
Even from the past. So I go through, I call my chapters. So I go through the day, then I rewind to my childhood.
Wow.
I go to childhood, teens, 20s, and so on.
That's where it starts.
I just kind of write about it.
Yeah. Because really, once you start digging, it just snowballs from there, right? If you dig and you dig and you dig and you dig,
but you get to a point where you're at peace. You're neutral with the situation. Like even there's things that's happened with me and other people from my past, and I can look at that person and tell them in my mind's eye, I'm like, I'm just neutral. I'm at peace.
So
I love that.
Allison said something about you being in an accident.
Yes. Yes.
And she didn't go into details. She wanted me to be surprised, and so I get a natural reaction. Can you tell me a little bit about
I work
this
construction.
accident?
I was successful in construction, and through that accident, I obtained 3 bulging discs in my low back.
Oh wow!
And I was told by several doctors I'd never be able to do anything physical, never be able to work out. I had to get like a desk job, something just easy going. And I'm like, heck no, like that's not me inside. I love the outdoors, I love running, I love those kind of things. I'm like, what can I do to take care of this, but also my back,
your body,
right? My body. And
which is all connected.
Yes, and through that journey, I was in bed for about 9 months straight without doing anything. I couldn't move.
Wow.
And so you can only imagine the negative thoughts that started. And it snowballed and snowballed, and then it kept going from years to years, and I got very depressed, frustrated, mad at myself, and I'm like, you know, this isn't a life. In the moment, I'm like, this sucks. I'm done. I wanted to opt out, But now I'm so passionate about teaching other people how to get rid of the negative mind chatter so they can have a vibrant life, so they can live a joyous life.
Quickly, we don't have a whole lot of time. What's the one tip? So you were told by doctors you can't do anything, you just have to sit at desk the rest of your life, basically deeming your future non-existent.
Right.
What would you say for people that are in your situation, are looking for hope? What is one step you would say, do this, and it'll change your life, and you can be like me and be running around, working out, and have an amazing life?
For first thing that comes to mind is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, first and foremost. Second one I want to tap onto that is, when it comes to the writing part, is don't say it, slay it.
Wow.
Right?
Don't say it, slay it.
Don't puke it on someone else. Don't just say it, just slay it, be done with it, move past that. And real quick, I know we're close on time, but I want to let people know that they can receive a free audio download. If they go to 3keyelements.com.
3keyelements.com.
/dragon.
That's on the screen. You've heard it here from Kevin. Change your life. Stay tuned if you want to hear some more tips about changing your life and living your best you. Stay tuned. I have a little secret for you.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk? Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious. Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
We're back with our big secret that Lorena told us about. So here it is. It is a way for you to be able to use the foods and herbs that you have right in your own home to be able to address issues and ailments that may come up. And I know we're talking about relationships as a mother, as a wife, you know, even as a friend or for myself. I know the most frustrating thing is when I get sick and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help myself or the people I love. Well, today our product pick of the week is actually from the School of Natural Healing, and it's called the Family Herbalist Program. And this is an amazing program. It's something, in fact, one of our guests, Charlotte, we were talking to her about it, and she said, hey, my mom got certified through their program. It's a wonderful way. You get all of these products along with their program, and it's an easy and simple way to help teach you how to use the things you have right in your very own house to be able to heal. So you can heal within your home. Isn't that
Absolutely,
fabulous?
it is fabulous.
First aid handbook. I think every mom would love this.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
We were actually going through, and there's elements in there, like things that teaches you how to get rid of headaches, vomiting, everything from worms to a cold. It's pretty cool stuff, and I really do believe in this product. I've seen the healing power of natural remedies and herbal remedies in my own mother's life, and I've researched everything you can think of. I literally went to the Newport Beach Library once I found out my mom had something, and I found a lot of keys that are actually probably in this book
and you know what's so great about this program, because I was talking with the lady at the program and I'm like, hey, can't you just go online and find all these remedies? I mean, we live in this era of technology, and she brought up a couple of really good points. One is that this is all right at your fingertips.
Yeah,
you've got the whole book there.
It takes a long time to research.
It took me a long time. I spent probably 10 hours in 2 weeks to try to find out what's probably, like, it's right here.
Somebody else already did the homework for you, so why not?
Absolutely. And how do you know that it's legit?
So many different.
Right?
You know, I love Dr. Christopher's.
Well, I know that this
stuff
is
I've
legit,
heard about
right?
his things for years now. And I mean, listen, don't take me wrong. Doctors are blessings. However, A lot of times I feel things are band-aided.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And herbs, they don't just band-aid your problem or your symptoms, they take care of it.
They do.
You know, I believe that we have everything on this earth that God gave us for a reason, to fix anything in our lives. And so they've compiled it all. I mean, they've literally went to the earth.
Well, and the thing I like, you bring that up. So this is by Dr. Christopher. So you've got somebody who really has researched and studied this
Absolutely.
out. When you go to the internet, you don't know if it's legit.
There are so many different opinions there.
I used to,
Absolutely.
like my daughter came the other day and she said, "Mom, there's this miracle hair growth thing. We need to go to the store and get like motor oil to slather in my hair." And I'm like, what? So this has all been researched. It's all been proven to be able to work, and it's something that actually does work. And you know, the other thing that I found is I've moved and shifted to a more holistic lifestyle because you guys, talking about relationships, I married into a family that was more holistic. Okay, I hope they aren't listening. They probably are, but for like 10 years, I thought they were completely crazy. You know, and then my husband got really, really sick, and he actually was able to get over a supposedly incurable disease using some natural healing remedies. So it totally changed my mindset. So if you're looking for something that's more natural, if you're looking for something that's 30 hours, gets you certified, gets you all the information that you need to be able to really heal within your home, then check out this program. Coming up next, we have a little surprise for you, another one. So
We're full of surprises.
Yes, we are full of surprises today. This one involves our guests, and you don't want to miss it.
It is a surprise.
Yes, it is really a surprise, and I think they're going to like it, but you know.
Hey, Mom. I got the job.
You've got the job. Welcome aboard.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Donate to Goodwill. Help provide job training in your community.
This is Inside Out, where we are helping you transform soul, body, and image. We are also full of surprises today. Our second surprise of the day. Come on in, guys. We've got some a special treat with our guest today. So look who we have for you. We've been talking about relationships today, and we thought it would be a nice surprise to have our husbands say some nice words about their wives. So Kevin, let's start with you. What do you love about Charlotte?
I love your boldness, and I love that you go after whatever you want, and you get it. And at the same time, you have a gentle heart that pierces the hearts of many people. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yay. Okay, and Mike?
I love a lot of things about Jenny. She is so determined and overcomes large obstacles all the time, even me, and my stubbornness. So she out-stubborns me. And then her energy and her smile is contagious, and she just brings sunshine wherever she goes.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it's been an honor to have both of you on today, inspiring people to work out their relationships, to continue on. And if you aren't in a relationship, if you're looking for one, remember to learn to love yourself first. Now, final words today that you want to leave with our viewers. Let's start with Kevin and Charlotte.
I go back to the segment I said earlier. Don't say it, slay it.
Don't say it, slay it. Love it. Mike.
Man, now I'm on the spot. Just be who you want to be with. How about that?
Be who you want to be with. So say it, don't slay it. Wait, no.
Don't
say it, don't spray it.
Say it again.
Don't say it, slay it.
Don't say it, slay it. No. And be who you want to be with. Amazing information today, and we are so glad to have you on here. In just a moment, you're going to be joining me, Lorena, and Eugenia, and we're going to be giving you our final thoughts on today's segment and what we learned. So thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. If you're now just joining us for Inside Out, where we transform body, soul, and image, we are talking about relationships today. We've had some guests on that have talked about how their relationships have played a role in helping them grow both personally and professionally. And we want to leave you with a tip. So I'm going to give you a soul tip, Lorena's going to give you a body tip, and Eugenia is going to give you an image tip that has to deal with relationships. Personal things that we've learned, things that we've learned from observing and watching others. So my soul tip for you is to learn to love. If you think about it, we're supposed to love others, right? We're supposed to love them like we love ourselves. We're supposed to treat them like we want to be treated. So if we don't really love ourselves, if we don't really treat ourselves with the respect that we deserve, both externally, the things we say about ourselves, and also internally, the dialogue we tell ourselves, then we can't truly love other people. We really cannot add that love into a relationship. And one of our guests today said it really is 100% from both people in a relationship. So if you can learn how to love yourself 100%, then you're going to be able to love somebody else 100%.
Absolutely.
There's this old proverb that says, beware of the man that says he loves you, but he doesn't love himself. So
true.
I love that. But
that's powerful.
Very good.
I think for me, I would have to say today it was really interesting to hear Jenny talk about once I get that perfect body, I'll be happy. And I think my tip today really stems from that conversation we had, and she shared that once, there is no perfect. And the goal is always moving. So really having a healthy relationship with yourself, loving yourself and being healthy, because some people feel too far gone to even start. So make good choices, because good choices equal a good life. It doesn't mean you have to go off the top and start a whole new life. Just start with good choices. But also in relationships, it's easier to make lifestyle changes when you have people with you. When your friends are involved, your dog, your kids, your husband, when you have people on your team being active with you, that's what we crave. We crave that connection with people. So in relationships, if you're stuck and you know you need to walk and you know you need to change something to become active, get with your partner, your kid, your dog, and do something that will build relationship. And
that's so true. That's so true. And one of the things that you said that really made me think is oftentimes you said we don't take care of ourselves, right? And I see this all the time. I'll see parents, I'll see spouses that are so worried about what their kids eat. They're so worried about if their spouse is getting enough exercise, or how many carbs they're eating or whatever. And then they just don't care about themselves.
Which we forget that we're being watched by our children, by people around us. And we forget we need to be an example.
Absolutely.
And so in my tip is remember to, again, perfection doesn't exist. Look for someone that complements you. Right?
Like
I don't want
accessory?
someone like an accessory. Wow, that was brilliant. Isn't that? Someone that complements you. I don't want someone that is just like me, right? That likes the same color, the same foods, likes to do the same things. Someone that would be a very nice accessory. I know that was probably totally cheesy, but I'm serious. I'm really serious. Someone that complements me, not that is perfect for me, because I don't believe in that. There's no perfect
in relationships, body.
No perfection. And don't settle. Don't settle.
Well, and I think in some of the best relationships, you see that you have these opposites because they kind of help each other out. I saw a quote the other day about dreamers and realists and how they make the best relationships, because you can both dream and then you're realistic about it too.
And I'm not sure, this may be a little controversial, but I'm not sure that I like, when people say opposite attracts, I think that's a bunch of lies. Why would I want someone that's completely opposite of me?
Well, there's some truths to it. I believe there's some truths. Yeah, I mean, there's things that I'm missing. Like, for example, if we're going back in a relationship, I've dated people who are mathematically more competent and that they're really strong with the different side of the brain. I'm more of the creative artist. So in that sense, I think it does, another artsy-fartsy person, I don't know if I'd really want to be with that.
Right. You need somebody to keep you on track. And let's talk about some of the relationships that we've seen in the media lately. So one that really sticks out to me, Brad and Angelina.
Ooh.
What do you guys think about that? Opposites, or are they similar?
both? Again, I think they are the type of couple that they really complement each other. I love it. And I think the longer they've stayed together, they have been married now for
you know,
how long?
I wouldn't mind Brad Pitt as my accessory.
Yes, I will have Brad Pitt as my accessory any time of the day. But I think they've complemented each other and molded almost into each other more and more. And I love seeing that instead of I don't know, going their own ways, because Hollywood can be so much
you know
of
what else that I really like is that they haven't had a perfect relationship, and that's what has come up over and over today.
Why would you
with
want a perfect relationship?
Right, the couples that we have, everybody goes through their struggles, and it really is a choice, like somebody brought through. Is your choice to stay, or is your choice, you know, that it's better to go your separate ways?
Because I mean, if you think about it, why would you want a perfect relationship or perfect anything? You're never going to grow. You're never going to evolve. We're here to evolve. Am I wrong? I mean, we're here to evolve.
That's right. So you guys heard it here on Inside Out. There's no such thing as perfection. We want to build better life, soul, body, image. Transformation starts on the inside. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss our next show. We have great things in store for you.